As we near the holiday season, one thing I've learned making content about keyboards and their design this past year is the sheer amount of cool looking stuff that exists adjacent to this hobby. Creators with incredible setups, audio setups and graphs, and everyday carry items that actually make me want to leave the house. With more than just a tote bag. So after immersing myself in my consumerist tendencies, I've compiled a list to fit a range of budgets, covering some of my personal favourites, and some items on my wish list that should be on yours too. Starting with desk setups. Now, desk setups have always been an interesting one to me. From productivity core to village core, there seems to be products and styles for everyone. I've covered this in one of my older videos, but my favourite way to really personalise your desk setup is through your keyboard and desk mat. No surprise there, right? We are lucky in the keyboard hobby that what once was reliant on group buys and long wait times are now in stock and available in a variety of different colour combinations and themes. As someone who loves the vintage look, 21KB have always been a go-to for their beige vintage inspired sets. Pairing this with coloured sub-legends that match the rest of your keyboard, cable or desk mat. And this leads me nicely onto desk mats. Up until recently, the only mat that I'd used were community designed printed mats, like the smooth textured mat called the Deep or the rough desk mat designed by the artisan maker Gaff. What I've now come to realise there's a number of different types of desk mats out there for a number of different types of people, with built-in functionalities that not only matches desired aesthetics, but provide functionality that increases workflow or productivity in general. One of the mats I've been using religiously is from the good people over at Journey. It's a little on the pricier side in comparison to some of the printed mats, but comes equipped with a wireless charger for your phone and earphones, along with a hideaway pocket for notes or your to-do list to keep them close to hand and out of sight, reducing that visual clutter while you're working. If you like the leather but don't like the price or don't have a need for the charger, there are a plethora of other companies who do fantastic leather mats at a range of different price points, offering other functionality to decrease visual clutter like this mat from Orbit Key. Carrying on the theme of visual clutter, one of the best things I've invested in recently is a desk shelf. For me, this was a must, providing that pseudo extra desk space, hiding notebooks, pens that are easy to reach but from the offset don't look messy on the desk. For now, I don't have anything on the side in prep for future additions to the setup. But as a massive keyboard nerd, I tend to rotate builds quite a lot, so having the ability to hide away a board under here to grab at any given moment is great. These are available from a number of different makers in a number of different materials to suit your needs both financially and functionally. The one I have here is black bamboo and was £50 from Amazon by a company called Rock Deer. Other popular desk shelves include the Grove Made shelves, the shelf from Ugmonk's Gather collection, and the Ryko shelf, which all have their own different inclusions and fit in a number of different budgets. I really like the other products that are offered in the Gather collection. I'm not a laptop man, but the organizer set with a space for random knickknacks, MagSafe charger, and somewhere to store your pens or lube brushes if so inclined looks great on a number of setups that I've seen it in. Now talking about Grove Made and Ugmonk, productivity is one of the major reasons, or excuses, people to upgrade their workspace in the first place. A number of companies now offer impressive solutions to procrastination and products to improve workflow. One of my favourite ones of these is the analog system from Ugmonk, taking your digital notes and to-dos into an analog format that can be taken around with you anywhere. Honestly, as much as I think this is fantastic and I do love the stand it comes with, one thing I've been doing for the longest time is using these checklists from Muji. They're cheap, allow you to slot them in your bag with you, and at my desk I just slip this under my desk mat to refer back to throughout the day. The thing with productivity is everybody has their own way of doing this, and I'm glad to see so many different products now that give people options when tracking their progress on current projects, whether this is digitally or analog, a block of text, a mood board, or a combination of them all. One thing about note-taking, for me at least, is it needs to be aesthetically pleasing and satisfying. I use a nice Sailor pen for the same reason I type on a fancy keyboard. I want to use it. It's the same with this notebook diary from Stalogy. It's aesthetically pleasing, helps me be productive and map out whatever is in my head, but looks damn good poking out the bottom of my desk shelf. There are so many other options for these, from brands I have already mentioned to brands that I haven't. I'll list them all in the description for you. On the note of aesthetics, I really like the products from Craig Hill. I think the matchstick holder is beautiful to look at on a desk shelf, along with the pen holders. I have this $4 aluminium one from Temu, which also does the job. Depending on the type of creative, different companies are now producing tools that not only carry functionality that is stellar, but also aesthetics. Everybody's seen the Wow Stick by now, and the tools from Hoto are pretty stunning to look at too. I always love looking at Matthew's setup in his videos to see what awesome tools he has out on display that help him with crafting and making. The last thing I want to cover is something that I'm only really just falling into myself, and that's everyday carry or EDC. This allows you to combine your love for tech and organization with your own personal style, and it's been made a whole lot easier for me thanks to the good guys over at Grams28. They sent out their latest bags for me to have a look at and see how I can incorporate my own everyday carry with their items. The First bag's the 131 Essential pouch, which is more practical from an EDC perspective, offering usage as an organizer or a crossbody sling bag, being able to carry essentials for daily trips or traveling, including phone, wallet, keys, Nintendo Switch, cables, or even a compact camera. The 157 is able to carry as much while pushing a more stylistic agenda with the Cobra buckles that are very reminiscent of Matthew M. Williams and Leaks. All Grams 28 products show a price breakdown for transparency, as well as have a code showing product, tannery, material, and where it was tanned. A really nice touch, I think, personally. If you want to check out either of the bags along with anything else I've talked about in today's video, I'll link them down in the description. Other EDC and organisation products that I really like include the Orbit Key nests that can be altered with the magnetic sections to fit exactly what you want to fit in there. They also come with a built-in charger, which is a fantastic touch when on the go. They also do this key organizer, which makes your stack of keys look so much sleeker for carrying around with you on the go, which I'm sure I would like if I wasn't still holding on to this Supreme keyring I've had for the best part of 8 years. Ultimately, although I've split today into a number of different categories, and adjacent to the mechanical keyboard hobby, I could add a whole lot more. But the main thing is they all overlap somewhat. A nice desk is going to make you more productive, aesthetically pleasing products are going to make your desk look nicer, and having a nice place to store your daily essentials will pose benefits for both. No matter what the reason is for having these items, I like to surround myself with things that allow me to just enjoy being in my space. Things that will inspire me to create more, whether this is keyboard videos, writing, or explore different video topics altogether. Even if a specific product didn't stick out to you, I hope it's made you think about potential items that you yourself or the person you're buying a gift for might like, what they might be missing to match their aesthetic, their means of creativity, or their craft. Now, that's all I had today. I hope you've enjoyed today's somewhat different video. I had a ton of fun making this one, so do let me know if you want to see more desk setup related videos. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. All my socials are in the description. Thanks for watching, and I will see you nerds in the next one. Peace.